Hi friends, good morning, how are ya? Welcome back to a another rainy day vlog. It is raining all week, which is so sad because Jacqueline and Mark get here this week and we had so many outdoor activities planned. We had golf, but you and I are gonna have a cozy day in today. I have so much to catch you up on, like I don't even know where to begin. I realized that the day this video comes out, the day that you're watching this, is my birthday, which is so crazy that is that close. I film a little bit in advance. Wow, so crazy that the day you're watching this, I am 28 and I started this channel when I was 18. We've reached a decade. I have sunscreen on my fingers. I'm just gonna ignore it. Birthday makes me think of gift. Gift makes me think of I got gifted something crazy over my break and I finally get to tell you all about it, but this is something that I feel so honored and privileged to have received and to own. I'm gonna show you that footage. It's pretty exciting. So roll the tapes. I mentioned before my break that I was in talks with a very cool company about maybe being able to be gifted a treadmill. It happened and I'm so pumped about it because it is such an honor and a privilege to be gifted something that nice. And this video is in partnership with Nordic. Thank you to Nordic for sponsoring this video and for gifting me and my parents this thing that is just like so nice, like literally such a privilege. It was a big goal of mine for 2025 and like being settled in this home that feels like so permanent, to figure out what my, physical health workout routine was really gonna be. I have something called EDS, which is a hypermobility of my joints. So I've been trying to figure out things I can do to strengthen my joints. I was always kind of like on the market for, I wonder if I could just have a treadmill at home so that when I'm working, reviewing videos, on phone calls, whatever, I could multitask that and like start building up some cardio. This is the Nordic X24 treadmill. I have an iFit membership, which is on this touch screen right here. You could take classes with personal trainers and you could take it on this screen right here, or there's like also an app. Once you have a membership, you could take it on the go because there's beyond treadmill classes. There's also like, strength classes, HIIT classes, whatever. You basically can start a series and go on a hike with a trainer, all sorts of different spots. Like I hiked a volcano. We hiked cenotes in Mexico. I was in like Peru, Portugal, crazy spots. And there's a trainer that is walking you through these hikes. And as you're walking through these hikes with them, if they're walking uphill, your treadmill goes uphill. And if they're walking faster, your treadmill goes faster. And then once they start to level out, it levels out. It's like this smart feature. So you really feel like you're on the hike with them, which is just really, really, really cool. The Smart Adjust is also cool because there was one hike that was like a little easy for me, so I just went ahead and manually kind of increased the speed of it, and it used the Smart Adjust history to be like, oh, okay, we're gonna make the rest of this workout a little bit harder for her too. The library has, I think, over 10,000 different classes on the iFit membership. Also, you can stream more than that too. You can stream like TV, movies, music, all sorts of things, and it's just been so fun. The screen can swivel like this. And then, like, I queued up a yoga class. Pretty cool!
Open your mouth, side out.
Also, it's beautiful. The incline on this goes up to 40%. That's crazy! It's a workout, and you're just walking. I'm gonna go ahead and link all of Nordic and iFit down below. iFit is sold separately from Nordic products. There's a range of different types of products and price points and just like machines in general, but the massive swivel touchscreen feels like I'm in the future. It feels like I'm fully immersed in the experience of hiking. Anyway, some other updates. Jordy's home. Our month apart has come to an end. Hallelujah. He got home 2 nights ago, pretty late. So yesterday was like the first full day of him being around. We had a, normal work day apart, but then in the evening, we filmed a podcasty chat video, which was so fun and so nice as a way to just like connect and hang out and also get a video done. And then tomorrow night, Jacqueline and Mark get into town, as I've mentioned. And I don't think I updated y'all that we finally got a golf reservation. And Mark found that there's a way to rent a day rate room for $100 to where you're there all day and you have access to all the amenities. But then you're considered a guest, and then you are able to get a golf slot. So he did that, and Jacqueline is excited too because she's like, oh, we can like hang out at the pool on property and go to the restaurant on property and do all these things. So I'm excited too because I'm obviously going to go along if it's real, if we're not being scammed. But now it's raining all day, literally the whole time they're here. Like, look at this. This is not the sunny California that I want to show them. I want them to fall in love with California and be like, wow, the weather's beautiful and perfect. We should visit more often. So we'll see. Just a bummer that it might be pouring rain. And then tonight, Jordy has some sort of a surprise date night planned. All I know is it is some sort of outdoor activity. He said it involves a rental of some sort and then in and out. Jordy brought me home a gift. That is the most me thing I've ever seen. Like for this, I think I'm gonna wear it today. It is covered in lighthouses, this vintage cardigan. Just absolutely covered in lighthouses. It's so cozy, cute. It's precious. He's so sweet. I have so many things I want to do with y'all today. We'll see what we do because the world is our oyster. But I got a couple packages to open, and one of these I think is something that I want to hang up. We'll see which one of these it's in. It's in this one. My parents' favorite number is 12, which is why I switched my ex-wedding tattoo into the number 12. So now it feels like it's kind of for my parents. And I thought it'd be really cute to pretend like the upstairs door leads to its own apartment and make it apartment 12. I did not order this. You know, I bet my mom did. My mom does like to send me supplements from time to time. We got vitamin B3. It's not the first time. It's very sweet. I think her love language is supplements. Oh, and this, I know what this is. I am devastated to report I have officially finished all the Fourth Wing books, at least all the ones that are out now. I asked one of my best friends, Anna, what book I should read next, because she has read literally 13 books in the last 2 months. She recommended this one. She said this was one of her favorites and she read it in a single day. That's my next book. It's great because next week we're going on that little trip, and so it'll be fun to have a little book along with me. Also, I do love a hardcover book, but this is so light that this will be great to put it in my backpack. These are heavy, big difference. That's my haul. There is something that I really want to do. There's something I really want to do. It might be an absolute epic fail, but I really want to do it. First, before we get too distracted, you're so crooked. I do want to get these up. These are really nice, like so solid heavy. I'm so surprised that this adhesive should work. It's literally just a big sticker. Do they look straight? You know what? Don't tell me if they don't. We'll just say it adds character, adds quirk. That could come down like a smidge, but it adds a little something, something. Look at that. Apartment 12. So this is my terrible idea. Last night, Jordy and I got in this conversation of like our favorite breakfast cereals from childhood. This is mine in order of favorite to 4th or 5th place. Favorite, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Next was Reese's Puffs, and then Cookie Crisp, and then Cocoa Puffs, and then probably Lucky Charms after that. I don't know, maybe Fruit Loops. Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops probably tie. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch was my jam. My parents had this schedule when we were kids where every other day we could have cereal, but every other day we had to have like a protein breakfast, like not steak. I was gonna say steak and eggs, bacon, whatever, protein. So every other day we got to pick a cereal, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch was my jam. But as you guys know, it's not gluten-free. And I told Jordy, I was like, I wonder if I could try to make my own Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. And then I was Googling this morning. I'm gonna try to find it again. And I saw that Half Baked Harvest has a recipe. Of course, it's gluten, but I'm like, it can't be that hard to substitute gluten-free. It's almost like a pie crust. Excuse me, I have to scroll through a life story to find the recipe. Okay, here we go. Her recipe is just cinnamon, sugar, 2 types of flour, salt, butter, vanilla, butter. I have some sourdough discard from my friend and I made our own gluten-free starter. Part of me wonders if half of it we could try a sourdough toast, Cinnamon Toast Crunch toast, and half of it regular. I just need to make sure I have enough. They called for a lot of butter. The whole thing takes 45 minutes. 30 minutes prep, 15 minutes cook. Like, that's pretty quick. the rain has stopped. So part of me is like, if we're gonna go out to get groceries, do we also go grab like a little cozy rainy day coffee? There's a spot I don't think I've ever shown y'all. It's called the Nautical Bean. We call it the Naughty Bean, and it's at the Oceanside Harbor. It's fun because it's like kind of like a local, I don't want to say hole in the wall, but it's definitely not a trendy spot. But it's right on the harbor. So where you can have the coffee, you are like sitting on the overlook where all the boats dock. Sailboats, beautiful boats. And also there's a tiny little lighthouse at the Oceanside Harbor. Sounds like a cozy rainy day thing to do. A little run out of the house. Jordy did tell me that I should bring our film camera and get a selfie in my lighthouse cardigan in front of the lighthouse. So let's do that. Okay. I love you, Max. I'll be back. I'll be back in like 45 minutes probably. And we'll bake. And we'll bake. So just right across from the lighthouse, over the boats, here's the Naughty Bean. Cheers to a coffee. It's really nice that they like have this area closed in, especially if it does start raining again. You feel like you're sitting on the water, but there's actual glass like protecting you. It's like a little glass house. It's so cute. But I think we take our little coffee for a little stroll and go learn a bit more about the lighthouse that I should know more about because it is my local one, you know? Okay, a bit of Googling and a bit of research. This was built in 1959, 1960, that kind of range is when they built this whole area. And as I suspected, it is purely decorative. There's no actual use for it, which makes sense because we're on a harbor. We're like not on the actual ocean. This harbor feeds out to the ocean over here. Totally makes sense, but it is 6 stories, which is pretty nice and large. Although I am a little sad because I was looking at the historical pictures of it and it used to be completely white, which I feel like looked a little classier, a little more realistic. I just like the vibe of the other one more. It feels a little more classic, but I guess this makes it a little more unique. And every lighthouse has like a different, you know, look to it. So maybe they were trying to keep themselves a little unique. Anyways, I fear I'm letting myself get distracted again, but I just realized it's Tuesday. I'm filming this on a Tuesday, which means it's Taco Tuesday at our favorite little grocer. There's a local Mexican grocer here in Oceanside called Primo, and they have a little taco window outside of the grocery store. There's also the best barbecue you will ever have. Coming from a Texan, the best barbecue I've ever had is Primo Barbecue. The owner, Alex, sells it out front only on Tuesdays and weekends. Anyways, that's just my little Primo spiel. On Tuesdays, the tacos are 69 cents. And I normally just get the barbecue from Alex because I feel like it's safe and I know it's safe. He tells me exactly how he makes it, every ingredient that goes into it, and I've never felt sick from it as a celiac. But I never get the tacos because whenever I ask the taco people, do you know if this is safely gluten-free? Every single time they say, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, so I should play it safe, not get the tacos. And I've been saving 3 of the tests from that gluten-free testing kit that I made that fast food video about. I specifically saved 3 just to test Primo tacos. There's a man throwing rocks. I'm gonna go. I think we should pick up some tacos though, and then we'll finally go get cinnamon and butter, which was the whole reason we even left the house in the first place. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Oh, don't worry. I know that the tacos took 40-something minutes, but we only have to wait 22 more for this test. Honestly, tests like these are so not practical for if you're dining out. Okay, so I did get 4 different types of tacos, but I have 3 tests left. I think I'm not gonna test the pork. I can tell which one that is, because it doesn't look like there's really much of a marinade on it, but the other 3 look like they have more of a marinade. I just can't tell the difference between I'm trying to remember what I even ordered. If you didn't watch my fast food video, I had a lot of fun making it. And I do kind of want to buy another kit of these to be able to test Domino's, Jimmy John's, Red Robin. There's like so many on my list that I want to check. And I'm getting pretty efficient at doing these tests now. Wow, I'm so shocked. The only one that failed, and it's a faint line, but it's still a positive, is the chicken. That's so crazy. Since the chicken is on a plate with the steak, I'm just not gonna have that whole plate. But the second one, which I still need to figure out what is what. One of these is asada. That's the carnitas. What is the other thing I ordered? I can't even remember. But this one passed for sure with flying colors. So gonna eat those. Sounds delicious. And I'll just give that whole plate to Jordy. So good. Okay, let's see if a homemade cinnamon toast crunch works or not. First thing I'm gonna do is make my cinnamon sugar. Oven is preheating to 350. A spoon of cinnamon. Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. How's it going?
I got so many tacos for you. Guess which one failed?
Which one?
The chicken.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not great at reading recipes before I start them. I'm supposed to do this with a food processor. I don't have a food processor, but that's how you get the cold butter incorporated. So I'm trying to decide if it sounds less catastrophic to do this in a blender or to do this with a hand mixer. People that bake are probably yelling at me through the screen about which one is better. Should I try blender? Okay, we do have a dough. I'm going to flour a surface to roll this out on, but I do want to set aside some of this to try mixing the sourdough into, just to have that as something to try. And I'm going to roll this as thin as I possibly can. I have a rolling pin that is broken, but it should still work. But for being gluten-free, this is coming together pretty well. The instructions say to transfer the dough onto parchment paper, brush with butter and sugar, and then cut it. Feels so risky to try to transfer this whole thing. Are we sure about this, Tegan? I'm not sure about that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, this is fun. Come look close. So they're not very straight lines, but it's giving rustic. Oops, that one was bad. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can successfully brush all these with butter and cinnamon. It's definitely harder to brush individual squares. But if I just, you know I never wanted to hurt you. What about me? I'll set a timer for 12 minutes and then check on them. Okay, I'm gonna reuse some of this leftover dough and put it in here with a little bit of our sourdough discard. This definitely will change the moisture level in this, but let's just see what happens. What about this? Aha! Okay. Oh my gosh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Puffs. Look at these. I don't know if they are done, but they are beautiful. I might toss them in more cinnamon later, honestly. I don't know. I feel like they could go another minute. They're a little soft. We want a crunch. I'm gonna put them in for another couple minutes. I'm now doing something absolutely unhinged with just the little scraps that I trimmed off. I wanna try making an actual cinnamon roll, like cracker. But we're just gonna see what happens. Look at that. If those could get a little crunchy and then you eat that like a cereal, that would be insane. Okay, they have officially cooled. We have our sourdough, our regular, and then our little pinwheels, which actually did harden quite well. I know that the oven is making a lot of noise, so I don't know if you can hear that. Let's do a little. That's a cinnamon and crunch. I think we try a little bit of all of them in tiny bowls. I might try the regular one first, just to get a baseline. That's pretty good. It is way more buttery than what I remember. Pie crusty is really what it is. Okay, wow. You know what? I actually like the sourdough one more because it kind of has a little depth that the other one was lacking. Staying crispy in the milk. Okay. I'm curious to see if it's still crunchy. Wow. Cinnamon roll toast crunch. That one might be my favorite. This one has the sourdough in it as well. That's really good. It's true cereal. It's crunchy. I made this cute little baby bowl of cereal to bring to Jordy because I know he just ate too. So just a small treat.
Custom cereal.
Custom cereal.
That's great.
Probably not as good as the real one, but I don't remember how the real one tastes. A lot more butter than the real one.
And GF.
GF. Also, I took the discards and I made actual cinnamon roll cereal.
You're as cute as it gets.
They're basically cinnamon roll crackers. Tasty treats. I love you. I assume that the surprise adventure date you have planned doesn't go hand in hand with rain, huh?
Surprise, we're not doing it.
Surprise, are we gonna have a cozy night in? Okay, that's also nice. We haven't had that in a month. So,
It'll be nice.
that will be nice. I feel pretty proud of that. Oh, Jordy brought me something else back from tour, actually. He brought me some notes from y'all. And he just handed them to me last night, so I haven't actually opened them or read them yet. I kind of don't want to share them out loud on camera just in case they have any personal information from anybody. Wow, okay. This is so sweet. Oh, this one has things though. Somebody sent something from Maine. Wow. Wait, this is so cute. I can't wait to read all this. There's Maine Rex from a Mainer. Mainer. I need to learn how to say that if I ever move to Maine. Let's go put this on my little happy board that I've been making in here. This is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go read my letters. Well, dang it. Dang it, I'm wrecked. I can't even speak. I cannot put into words how meaningful it is to me to know more about you guys and what you've been through and what you've overcome and where you are now and things that you have related to me over, because it makes me feel like I'm not alone. I am always in awe, in absolute awe of this community and how many of you guys have gotten through really, really hard things and then made something so beautiful out of your life after that. Your determination and your outlook and your hard work, it inspires me. The one that really wrecked me, I just read a note from Carla, who's been watching my content for 10 years, since high school. And I won't share her personal story or her personal information, but I'm very, very touched by it. Also, thank you to Kimberly for her sweet note, and I'm about to read the third right now, but I go through so many seasons of believing different things about the internet. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I have seasons where I feel like, does anything good come out of the internet? Is this just icky all around? Is the internet a terrible thing that we created as humans? You know what I mean? Like, does it only create like brokenness and envy and brain rot and comparison and materialism and all these things? But then I am really thankful for when I can remember that the internet actually brings so much beauty, so much connection, community. Not to make this about me, but it definitely encourages me and inspires me to value my job, knowing that you guys can relate to me on some things. And that I have a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece in your life and you have a piece in my life as well. I also just need to say thank you to Emmy. Wow, she pulled some of the cutest little things from a magazine, and she was a fan of Jordy's music since 2018 and a fan of my channel since like 2019. Then was like, wait, they're dating? Wait, they're getting married? And I've had so many people tell me that, and it always shocks me every time. And I always tell them that I feel like it's because of people that were like really involved in both of our art content, whatever you want to call it, that somehow synergistically brought us together. So I thank you. All of these were so sweet. These were so sweet. Most of these left their Instagram or email or whatever. So I'm going to write back to these people today, but I was not prepared for that. And everything feels more emotional when there's just, I know I keep showing you rain like it's just such a rare thing, but keep in mind it is. It is a rare thing here. And then I guess we're having a night in tonight instead of an adventure, but hopefully we can reschedule that adventure for another time in the future, and I will bring the vlog along because I know that Jordy was really proud of everything that he had planned for tonight, so I feel kind of bad that it's foiled, but it's pretty foiled. I didn't even know. I had just taken him potty quickly, and then I went into the bedroom, and I came back out, and he took himself out into the rain, which is so unlike him. I just don't know if maybe he had to potty more, but he came back in with the craziest zoomies, and he is drenched. Can you even tell? Just like drenched. And you know what? It is so unfair that dogs have to potty outside. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure. I will bring y'all along for a little cozy montage of a night in, date night in, to end off this video. But thanks for being here and spending a rainy day with me. I'm glad we got out and got a little bit of adventure when we had that one like hour break from the rain. Thanks to Nordic Track for the sweetest, most awesome thing ever. I will have their company link down below if you want to check out any of their other things. They have various price points, various items. My dad really wants one of their bikes, so maybe one day. I love y'all. I'm gonna go warm up and let's have a cozy night in. Oh, whoa. Wow. That's awesome. I asked for veggies and he found veggies. I love you. Thank you. You already had dinner. Do you remember that? You had dinner. We're watching Mythbusters.